evening, my buddies. Hi.
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful.
Hello.
But alas, that is simply not the way the world works.
Okay, we're good. Hello. Hi, welcome back. We're just streaming 3.3 as expected. We're not going to be streaming for very long because I, do have school.
What a dreadful ending.
But, what? What a way to start. I accidentally Miko just shocked herself to death. Moving onward. We're probably only going to be streaming till around 12, maybe a little later, maybe a little earlier, but that's about the limit. Otherwise, we are going to be there, and it's going to be great. We're probably not going to do much of the quest, but we're probably going to do maybe a little bit. So let's start with the test runs, which I am excited for. Start with Ito. I've been debating rolling for Wanderer, but the thing is, I don't really like Scaramouche as a character, and I don't like his bitchiness, and I'm assuming Wanderer is just as much of a bitch. Just as much as like a little pain in the ass. And I don't really like that vibe. That's not my energy. That's not the energy I like to have around me. So I don't think I don't like him as a character, but I really like his playstyle because I really like the idea of like, little flying wind blades, and I've always wanted a character that can shoot like projectile blades because I think that's so cool. So there's the part of me that's like, you don't like this character, you're not going to use this character, and then there's the part of me that's like, well, you like Faruzan, and his playstyle is pretty nice, and I'm just gonna roll for him on his rerun, and we're gonna use Faruzan with Hazel, since she's an Animo support, but there's only one 4-star Animo DPS, Hazel, so yeah.
Steady as stone.
Can't catch me. Oni coming through. Attaboy!
Come on, we can do it.
For no good reason other than why the fuck not.
Frostbite.
I must leave no.
Bam! Who wants some of this?
Okay, done. I don't really like Ito as a character. I mean, I don't like his playstyle either. Look, Ito's not a bad character. He's just not my favorite. I don't really like him all that much. He's just kind of there. I don't like himbos all that much. I know that's not the most common thing, but I'm not the biggest fan of himbos. I respect them, but that does not mean I have to enjoy their presence. Thank you. Yeah. We had chair practice today, and chorus, and we also had a chorus thing happening at the same time, so I had to like balance those, which is like me having a crisis. Literally, someone had to tell me, stop overthinking it, stop being so hard on yourself, because I was getting so mad at myself for not knowing the cheers, even though I was learning them for the first time that moment. Well, not for the first time, but like I was doing them for the first time in weeks, because no one sent me any kind of cheers, because my mom's the one that signed up to the thing that they send cheers on, so she has to send me the cheers, and I've been asking her to, but she doesn't want to. Apparently that's just not, she just doesn't feel like it. I understand that she's busy, being an adult, but I know she has free time. I've seen her have free time. And it doesn't take long to send a video. It really doesn't. But then again, I am also that kind of bitch that's like, I don't feel like it. So, I'm not gonna get too mad, just mildly peeved. Boom! Boom! I love looking at overloaded reactions, they're so funny. I love them. No. No, let me bomb you. Here we go. Not in that way. Sorry, YouTube. I didn't mean it like that. I'm trying to get mad at electro slides. This is not a real game.
Motion to compel. Boom!
I already have Yenfei, so I have all the 4 stars. Except for Faruzan, because she just came out. But I'm gonna get her soon. I have 2 temples, so hopefully that's enough. And I swear if I get a 5-star, I'm gonna... I swear if I get like an early 5-star on this, right, but I didn't get Nahida, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. I worked hard for Nahida because she is the perfect fit for my Kaching team, and I didn't get her. And now my Kaching team is suffering. Yeah. But I got Yai. So, you know, silver linings. I also need to do a lot of homework tonight, but you know what? Genshin's more important. One time I was telling someone about my homework problems, and they were like, what do you even do when you get home? Can't you just do your homework? Like, or what? Are you too busy playing Genshin? And I was like, yes, actually. That is what I'm too busy doing. And the fact that I said it with whole confidence, no fear, I was like, yes, actually. What is wrong with me? Straight up like, yes, actually, that is what I'm doing. And it is very important. Favonius. Father. No. That was not it. No. Retreat. We have Noel.
Steady as stone.
Boom.
Give up. Your life is mine.
Oh, so sorry. Fall in! Rally!
Leave it all to me. Time to clean up. I'll catch up.
Charge!
As a good knight should. Steady as stone. Yep.
Press the advantage!
Submit. Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time. I love Ningguang. Sorry about the mess that is their stream, y'all. This was very last minute. Today's been chaotic. But I'm here, and I have to audition for the musical tomorrow at like 4:30. I wanted later time because I wanted more extra time to practice, other than, you know, tonight, because we're supposed to pick a monologue. Guess who didn't pick a monologue yet? So I have to figure that out for tomorrow. I'll learn it tonight by like 1 to 2 in the morning and get no sleep, and I'll be fine. I do have a little bit of time to memorize it though after voice lessons, because my voice lessons in like around 3:30, I think. I don't remember which one I signed up for. So either way, I'll have like at least an hour to like go over my monologue. You know, sitting alone in the corner of the chorus room, like you do. The amount of times I've been like, yeah, sometimes I just sit alone in the corner of the chorus room. I didn't mean to go back. That was an accident. That was not supposed to happen, but it did. Oopsies. I'm tired. Okay. Critical Role's 4-sided dive comes out on the same day Genshin updates come out, and it's always annoying to like have to pick. I don't want to choose. I want both. Technically, I could have both, but like I need to stream, so I can't. Why did I do that? Oh, sorry, phone. I make bad decisions. You know what? We're here. It's fine. We're good. I'm perfectly comfortable, fine, and stable. Thank you very much. Ooh, I have an idea to cheat the system. I'm not gonna say what it is. I swear, console loading screens are like an hour. I could take a lap around my house, and they still wouldn't be done by the time I got back. I'm not gonna shock myself. No. Yaimiko, no. No more electricity by the ocean. Hi, friend. I'm taking a nap now. Okay, so next up is gonna be Aeons or Eons? How do you pronounce it, y'all? Because I think, isn't Aeons like A-E-O-N-S? And that's like a whole different stage of bullshit, and Eons is like it's weird. Anyway, we're gonna try them out, and maybe I'll become obsessed with another character. Who knows? I am excited for, after I'm done, like, when I'm not rolling for 4 stars and stuff, I'm gonna be saving up for, Dahaya, or, Dahiya's, I don't know how to pronounce it, because some people pronounce it Dahaya, some people pronounce it Dehya, some people pronounce it Dihya, so I'm just gonna say Dihya, because I don't know. I'm sorry, I've looked it up, and I've gotten mixed results from multiple people, like, that are all trusted sources, usually, for pronunciation, so it's like, oh, I love that attack style. Hoyoverse, why do you do this to me? I don't have money. You can't do this to me. That's rude. That's mean. Oh, that's so cruel. I love gravity play bullshit. I hate this. It's so good. Fine. Look, I hate everything. Behold. Oh my goodness.
How amusing. Wretched vermin.
Oh. This is some bullshit. I'm here for it. Why is he so fun? This is illegal. And his design is so cool. Look at his design. And they animated him so well. I hate everything.
Cry loud.
Okay, sir. If you insist.
The wind rises.
Look at this shit. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so adorable.
Behold.
So cool. I love him. You're not allowed to do this to me. I was a Scudder hater. I always hated his personality and the way he acted. It was always so annoying to me, but because his design and playstyle are so cool, and literally, his playstyle suits me so well, by the way. This is like my preferred playstyle, is what he does. And it's so annoying, because I want him, because I know I'd enjoy playing as him, but also I need to save for characters that I like their characters. We'll see. After I play the quest, I'll make my decision. But I'm leaning on waiting till his rerun because I don't want to waste all my pre-posts again. Like, I love him, but, like, I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. He's so... But his design is so cool. And his playstyle is so perfect. Like, imagine just throwing wind at people and they die. Just throwing wind in general. I always love wind powers. Wind is so cool. I wish there was more, like, wind stuff in D&D, because there's, like, no wind stuff in D&D. That's good. It's annoying. I know there's like a homebrew spell traveled via Spark and Critical Role, but couldn't they just do like Spark Step? Like, I think that would be pretty cool. Damn. That's just me. Like where it was like electricity ground based one. Oh, this is really cool. Some songs, like, I don't relate to them, but they're just so emotional that I love them anyway. Here it is. I do have a few complaints, not about Faruzan's base design, but how they modeled her. Like, I love her design, but I feel in, like, her character art, but I feel like they could have modeled her better. Like, in the character art, if you pay very close detail, you would know that her skirt is actually shorter in the art than it is in the model. Also, I really don't like how her pigtails curve back like that. It just looks so weird. Like, I wish they could get the same front and back effect of the pigtails without having to do that little curve effect on the side. Also, I wish they just, like, made the back, like, the little spikies in the front, because it just looks super weird being split like that. I don't know. I like her design in the art. I just feel like it could have been translated to model a bit better. I still enjoy it, don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous. I just am acknowledging its imperfections. Oh, yes. I might just try doing this as a Faruzan DPS moment, just because. She would be perfect with Elegy. See, there's one thing I'm really mad about. I rolled for Elegy. Every time Elegy was on the weapon banner after fate points were, like, the fate points were a thing, I rolled for it. And I didn't get it once. I always got the other weapon, or I got a weapon that wasn't even featured on the banner. And it made me so upset, because all I wanted was Elegy, because it's so good on so many of my characters. Gladiators finale and yeah. Can't increase base attack with artifacts, so. We'll figure out her playstyle over time. We don't need to worry about, like, swirling or anything. No elf shield. What is it?
We'll see about that.
And everything's dead.
Cyclone!
Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this gift.
Bring it on! Confess! Truth hurts!
Too late for regrets.
Cyclone!
Truth repeats its course.
Oh my goodness. What the fuck? So cool. Ugh, I love her character too. Her personality is just so... It's such a vibe.
Have fun with this gift.
It's so drama. I love her.
Dare to
She's
mess with
so over the top, and I love it. Like, look at that little flare. Oh my goodness, she flips her big. Oh my goodness, that's such a moment. Look at that, look at that. She literally does like a little flip, like flick of the wrist hold with her bow. Oh my goodness. How does she? Ugh. That's called talent right there. That is pure skill. She's so cool. I just don't like how she's modeled in the back because I hate the weird way that the back of her hair is split. She looks so cool. Also, her design would look so good with Elegy, though. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, she looks good with Stringless, but she would look better with Elegy. And it's perfect for her. I don't... Oh, I forgot to check her first cost. It's fine. I'm surprised we don't have a Photos on Hangout Quest. Or a Kale Hangout Quest, for that matter. Or Dory Hangout Quest. There's so many good 4-stars that have good opportunities for Hangout Quest. Why don't Hangout Quest exist for them, you know? It's fine, though. I'll live. Da-dum. Okay. No! I keep doing that. I really don't want to fight her boss. I hate Sumeru bosses, so there's a bunch of Sumeru characters that aren't leveled up just because I don't want to fight the bosses. Because it's so annoying. Because they're stupid robots that do stupid flight shit, and it's annoying. Sometimes I like a challenge, but sometimes it's midnight and I'm tired. And I just want to get this over with. You know, like sometimes I do not have the energy. I'm so happy cheer practice started up again. I love cheer. Cheer's my life. I was very surprised when they decided to like when they made the update like start early and stuff like that. I didn't know that was happening, but I'm very happy about it. That means we get to like play earlier, and it's great. And that means that people like me aren't staying up till 3 a.m. the day the update comes out. Okay, now we are going to pull. We have just barely not 2 temples. Wanderer. Wish. Of course. And now we're going to do some. Come on. Parties up. Parties up. Wrong character. Come on, fuck is on. You can do it. I believe in you. You got this. Yeah. Bad decision to start with a temple. fine. We're gonna get primo gems from just participating in quests and stuff. So we'll get her eventually. In time. It'll take time, certainly. It'll happen eventually. As expected, standard wishes and nothing special. I mean, getting Fae Constellation isn't a bad thing. We're almost at C6, Yenfei. Getting there. And the other one that's on here is Goro. And I need Goro Constellation because I actually have I don't have any Goro Constellation. Well, I have 2. But that's not a lot. Everyone wants C6. It's so good. Since it's right here, we're gonna do it. Well, that one is not right here, so we need to talk to Mihihi. About Skutta. Should we have Skutta's parents going? Yeah, sure. Let's have a parental figure moment. Team standing by ambiguously. Let's bring Skutta's parents. Well, look. I know this isn't everyone's favorite opinion, but I don't ship Madame Rai Rai and Yai, mainly just because it's like, I feel like they're more of like family, like sisters. You know, like Yai took the place of A's like sisterly figure when she lost hers. Not taking Makoto's place, but being that like figure of stability and reason and, you know, keeping her grounded. Do I have anyone that's gonna be involved in this? If it's probably just gonna be Skutta and Nahida, which is my assumption, then no. Okay, and then we don't have healer. Let's do teaser team. Yeah.
The campaign begins.
Oh, I forgot to switch teams. I do that a lot. It's chill. We're good. Everything is perfectly fine. Together, organized.
Allow me.
My level 40 Yai because I hate the stupid twin bishops boss fight. I don't have time to just like spend 10 minutes on a boss. That's a lot of time I could be spending on something more productive. Sanctuary of Sarasthana. It's so pretty in there. But I understand how it would probably feel pretty dull after being in there for like 500 years, yeah.
Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay! That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatara Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay, but...
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? But that's all the way in Inazuma! Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here is just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything.
Still, let's go take a listen, just in
Great!
case it's
Let's
something
go find
real
out what this
suspicious.
Tatara Suna mystery is all about.
Yeah. I have a secret. Knowing Skulla's backstory. Let me press the button.
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper.
Ooh, I know who that
If only we
is.
knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
I'm right here, bestie. Look no further. I'm right in front of your face.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
British person in kimono.
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll go.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
So what, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kinda lacking.
Maybe you should practice. Take a day off.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatara Suna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
Yeah.
I see.
Sorry, I can't help this
My
time.
teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatara Suna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatara Suna.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some
Okay.
background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatara Suna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa,
I know
who
who that
crafted a
is.
fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a Kabuki Mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger. Someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
Basically
That's
a
right.
badass.
Akaba's teacher
in
has spent
summary.
quite some time researching these events on the ground. This Kabuki Mono lived in Tatara Suna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kinda fishy to Paimon.
Same here.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
What did you get?
Stop shouting!
This part's important.
Paimon
I just
saying
wanted to
that.
make
You
it
know it's a
stand
big
out.
You know. Paimon. Paimon just told you to stop shouting. That means you're really yelling.
It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Intriguing. Could it be? They gasp.
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
Apparently.
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Kairihara,
the swordsmiths?
the weird one?
Yeah,
Ishin. Yep, there we
like
go.
Ishin art and so on?
Ishin, sorry.
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art.
We know a member
Something
of the
then
Kaidahara
seems to have
clan.
happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
It is.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
By the way, this is information that we've had access to since Tatarasuna's release. This is things that people have been theorizing correctly for a long time. And the fact that it's just being revealed is kind of funny. Just walking through this being like, yep, I know.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for
And
they
the
are about
binary
to be
bitches.
blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get on
Get
with
to
it
the
already.
point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
I'm aware.
A puppet?
I don't know, thriving.
Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
No! Byron just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
What is it? How long is this? I am not reading through all of this. I've seen the theories. This isn't going to teach me anything new except for the fact that you like to write. I can't read this right now. Look, I usually always read these. Like, if you've seen my streams, I have literally spent a long-ass time reading through these little excerpts. But right now, this is going to give me no new information. It's literally just nothing but flavor text for me, so...
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
Is it shorter? No.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it.
Yeah, again, love reading those. Usually I read through them in full, out loud, to myself or to a microphone. But I really don't feel like it. It's gonna give me no new information, and I'm just gonna be able to watch someone stream later. And, like, someone else is going to eventually post a video reading that out, and I'll get all the information. If there was anything new, but I doubt it, because that was probably the information based on what we already know from artifacts, which I already know all that stuff, so...
Oh, How about if I plug the holes in Sawana's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
That's writing a book.
You want to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
I'll leave you
We
to
have
it.
some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
All right, thank you. If you find
course.
out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
No problem. Okay. Now, time to go to Nahida.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Yeah?
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After
Yeah.
all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
Yeah. That can't be
If you
spread
ask
around like
Paimon,
wildfire. It's
Akaba
gonna
should
end
just pick a
horribly.
different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in... Ah!
What's wrong?
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like... the balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch him.
What?
and see.
Run! We need to run! What the fuck is he doing out of his cage? What the fuck is the purple Pomeranian doing out of his cage? Did he finally bite the bars off? Like... Like, what? He just, like, popped out of thin air. He's like, hey. Hello, friendo.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida,
Oh, that was
bad
so
news.
cringe.
We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Suristana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Wow, dude. Okay.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down?
No, actually.
Paimond's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time.
Wow, you're really like, you need to get
The
stronger,
Baladier's
bitch.
power was all but
Wow.
completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
Wait a second. Former? You mean he's not a Harbinger anymore?
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
So he tossed you out like trash.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the
What?
Fatui. And also between each of the Harbingers.
That's how the stable ones are? Stable relationship is one where it is equal.
So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Really? What a shame.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
Paimon,
Then
hear
let's
her
put
out.
that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you serious about this?
Yes.
Why is Paimon like the beacon of no one can change? Like, I know he's the Balladeer, and he's committed horrifying atrocities, but I feel like there should be the idea of room for growth.
I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
For me?
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am.
Okay, so it's easier to
He
find
was
information on
granted the power
Irminsul
to
when
connect
you've
with
already been
Irminsul when
acquainted
he
with it
almost
before.
became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description.
Yeah.
Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
What if he lies to you? He doesn't have a reason to lie.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all.
What?
Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you.
Aw,
If
thank
this deal
you.
with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Okay, if we're about to go into Irminsul, I should probably stop
I'm
here.
still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
Oh, okay.
Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease.
Got it.
Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Glad to be able to help.
Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
No. I'm not ready. I can only spend 30 minutes in this, and I don't want to. Okay, you know what? This is why I usually like to wait.
Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Oh, wow. We have no choice but to just keep moving, so.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Nihida sent me to babysit
Shut
you.
your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards, but right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I
Okay.
know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Understood.
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
Thank you for the compliment.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going.
Why, of
Or
course.
did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
No.
Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
There's no need for all the biting sarcasm.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
He likes to just walk ahead without warning. Come on, loading screen. Hurry up. I don't have all day.
So this is the inside of Irminsul.
It's different than what I imagined.
Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
That's how I feel about most things.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
It looks like data is flowing in from the sky into the tree.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
We're moving.
It looks the same in every direction.
Yeah. It's indeed unusual, but it seems that the balladeer is more used to it than I.
No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking
Don't
me
he
again?
me.
What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
Okay. Whew. We're in the front. Right on the edge.
We're here.
What a huge tree!
With data flowing in from the area around it. Data is flowing in.
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Watch Ashtakai for some badass theories that make way too much sense.
Good, you made it. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
Don't talk shit about him. He's literally right there. Put up any resistance, and he seems good at working on the front line. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui. What a strange individual.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Intriguing.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk?
Sure. This is a telepathic conversation.
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
I've invited Paimon to the Discord call.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
Guessing that you don't want us to disturb the balladeer.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
True.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great. So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yes, and he seems to excel at doing odd jobs for others.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answers.
Is it about his past, the betrayals, and the other events in Inazuma?
Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
I'm not attentive. That's the game. Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia in Paradis.
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Paladin into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Yep.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
Speaking of puppets,
True.
we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. Nahida,
Yeah.
do you know anything about that?
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on, yes. I know about all of that.
Can you tell us?
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
Wow, they were right on a lot of
They
it.
got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
Oh, I knew that part.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
We have every right to keep certain things confidential.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Every conversation with you is hard work. But your attitude's better than I thought.
Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh? Wait.
Oh,
This
hello.
light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk?
Intriguing.
We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that
Okay.
so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Are you okay?
Whoa!
What's happening?
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else.
Oh my goodness, we're
Under
getting a full
your
model.
leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown. All
Wow.
passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma. And it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
So you say, Escher. But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun.
Whoa.
This is our last hope.
Shit.
That doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
Yeah?
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Are you kidding me?
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace. So you're really going to destroy this place? Is that it?
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment.
Experiment? People
If you
are
must
dying,
know,
dude.
I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
How did you disguise yourself that
Fatui?
much? You look like completely different.
What do you want?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it? That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
Are you kidding me? Bitch.
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us.
I hate
He
this
has
fucking
nothing
doctor.
to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people. The only ones who think like that are people like you.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat.
Asshole.
I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa? Already dead. What a pity. Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Ew. I hate people like that. Oh no, sweetie. You doing good there, bestie?
Are you alright?
Dottore. Dottore!
Sweetie, honey, calm down. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, honey.
Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
He was the one behind the Tatarasuna.
Why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Ooh. The lie that he believed for hundreds of years. Was this a part of the doctor's experiment? Or the betrayal never happened and existed only in his imagination, but where does this leave him?
Give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now.
Okay, let's go over there.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Of course.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as a mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future.
What the fuck?
Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject.
That's so stupid.
After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it has protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
Yeah. Betrayed and abandoned by a close friend sure to cause you great resentment. We know that what was behind this should take revenge and Gokuden is, but it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Okay.
Shall we see
A
how
while
he's doing?
later. Sure.
Hey, you alright?
We're here for you, bestie.
That's
We're here
a
to
scary
support you.
expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
I feel so bad for the
Hey,
precious little
are you
boy.
investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Yeah. Not unexpected, but still.
Don't thank
thank
me
you.
just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Huh? About what?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world.
Yeah.
Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
What? What's the summoning?
Heavens responded?
Come on, bitch, elaborate. That's a very vague and unusual statement.
The Jester told
I
me
need
this
specifics.
himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your brother for a time.
The Jester, another Fatui. Why?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, I wouldn't lie to you about this.
I am choosing to trust you out
get
of
all
pure
that,
what the fuck,
Lesser Lord
bitch.
Kusanali?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Aww.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Validation.
Huh? What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
What do you want to
Give me
know?
your hand.
Ew. Fine. If you try and hurt me, I will kill you.
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Are you trying to brainwash me, dude?
No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
It's possible to grow from it, to become better than it, and to grow past it.
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Nothing. I was just thanking her for helping me.
You bitch!
So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
You whore. You fucking asshole.
Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Palladir, stop!
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Oh, you bitch.
From this day forth, the names Balladir and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist.
Huh.
Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladir! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are.
Oh, you
But if a
fucker.
colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
Are we gonna like dig through this tree?
Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Got it. Follow your lead. Well, we're just getting out of Irminsul real quick. I don't know whether to say ear. That was not it. It's chill. I don't sound coherent. I sound very incoherent right now. It's not it. Okay. I don't know what to do. What is it? I don't know. I'm speaking. I'm saying words. Words are coming out of my mouth. I don't know what they mean. I'm not entirely sure. But you know what? We're doing it. It's just going. It's just flowing. What does that even mean? Don't ask me questions. I don't know what's happening. I'm having a crisis. Cutscene?
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
Isn't there anything I can do?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before? He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible!
It's not easy, that's for sure.
Right! You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff happened already in real life! It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah, great example.
So, why does Paimon still have a bad feeling about this? Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he might do. Paimon's so confused.
Maybe he wants to erase himself from history.
Huh?
Paimon, are you okay?
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
I'm just guessing here. Are we seriously lying to Paimon?
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Including us. Many people in Inazuma will be affected. I cannot imagine what that situation would look like. Will this mean that they'll disappear?
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next?
No clue.
Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Me neither.
So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Andrean chili chicken, almond tofu, satisfying salad? Also, Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls, triple layered consomme, lotus seed and bird egg soup, and...
Oh no. Oh no. Paimon, what's wrong?
What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about.
You were getting so worried about the situation with the balladeer.
The balladeer?
Oh no.
Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
Oh fuck. That's me. That's me right there. Shit.
What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No, it's nothing.
So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
I guess it's a nickname. Paimon, come with me.
Okay, sure. Where are we going?
I want to go back to Inazuma.
Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Now's not the time to explain. What the fuck? Okay, well, it is past my limit time. As I said, I was going to be ending around 12. So we're going to end here on a heavy cliffhanger. We will start back up tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. And remember that you matter. Bye.